It was a sunny afternoon when Elon Musk walked into the sleek, glass-fronted car dealership. Dressed in his typical casual attire, a simple t-shirt, jeans, and sneakers, he didn't look like someone who was about to make a significant purchase. But that's exactly what he intended to do. The dealership was bustling with activity. Salespeople flitted between customers, trying to close deals, while others examined the gleaming cars under the showroom lights. Elon had his eyes set on a particular car, a luxury vehicle he'd admired for some time. To him, it wasn't just a car, it was a reward, a symbol of how far he'd come. At the time, Elon Musk wasn't yet the global icon he is today. He had already sold his first startup, Zip2, and co-founded PayPal, making him a multimillionaire. However, outside of tech circles, few people recognized his name or face. That anonymity, paired with his modest appearance, set the stage for what would soon become a memorable encounter. The encounter. Elon approached a salesman who was standing near the car he wanted. The man greeted him with a practiced smile, the kind reserved for potential buyers. "How can I help you today?" the salesman asked, gesturing toward the car Elon was admiring. "I'd like to buy this car," Elon said simply, his tone calm and matter-of-fact. "Great choice," the salesman said enthusiastically. "Are you looking to lease or finance?" "Neither," Elon replied. "I'd like to pay for it in cash." For a moment, the salesman paused. He scanned Elon from head to toe, his smile faltering slightly. People who paid for luxury cars in cash didn't usually show up dressed like they'd just stepped out of a coffee shop. "Cash?" the salesman repeated, a hint of amusement in his voice. "Yes," Elon said, nodding. The salesman chuckled, clearly not taking him seriously. Sure, that's a good one." Elon didn't react. "I'm serious," he said evenly. By now the salesman's amusement had turned into skepticism. He glanced around as if looking for a hidden camera or someone to jump out and yell, "Gotcha!" "Listen," the salesman said, lowering his voice. "This is a high-end car. Maybe you'd like to discuss financing options?" "No," Elon interrupted, his patience starting to wear thin. "I'd like to pay in cash. Is that a problem?" The salesman couldn't help but laugh. "Do you even know how much this car costs?" he asked, his tone verging on condescension. Elon, unfazed, simply reached into his pocket and pulled out his ID. "Here," he said, handing it over. The salesman glanced at the ID, his expression shifting from smugness to shock as he read the name. Elon Musk. The realization. The salesman's face turned pale as the realization hit him. This wasn't some random guy off the street trying to pull a prank. This was Elon Musk, a millionaire tech entrepreneur who could easily afford not just the car, but the entire dealership if he wanted to. I'm so sorry, Mr. Musk," the salesman stammered, his earlier bravado evaporating. "I didn't realize—" "It's fine," Elon said, cutting him off. He wasn't one to dwell on someone else's embarrassment. "Can we finalize the deal now?" The salesman, now visibly flustered, hurried to process the paperwork. The laughter and skepticism were long gone, replaced by a newfound respect, and perhaps a touch of regret for his earlier assumptions. "Tut-tut, Ivis Tantabia." As Elon drove away in his new car, he couldn't help but reflect on the encounter. It wasn't the first time someone had underestimated him, and he knew it wouldn't be the last. In fact, being underestimated was something he'd grown accustomed to throughout his career. People had doubted him when he co-founded Zip2, a company that aimed to bring businesses online in the early days of the internet. They doubted him when he launched PayPal, dismissing it as a risky venture in the nascent field of online payments. And they doubted him again when he turned his attention to electric cars and space exploration, industries many considered impossible to disrupt. For Elon, the skepticism wasn't a deterrent, it was fuel. Every time someone underestimated him, he used it as motivation to prove them wrong. A lesson in humility. The car dealership incident is more than just an amusing story about Elon Musk. It's a lesson in humility and the dangers of making assumptions. The salesman's initial reaction reflects a common tendency to judge others based on appearances or preconceived notions. Elon didn't look like the stereotypical wealthy customer. He didn't flaunt his success with designer clothes or flashy accessories. But that didn't make him any less capable of affording the car or any less deserving of respect. The salesman learned this lesson the hard way, but to his credit, he quickly adjusted his attitude once he realized his mistake. Success beyond appearances. Elon Musk's story is a reminder that true success isn't always obvious. Many of the world's most successful individuals don't conform to societal expectations of what wealth should look like. Steve Jobs was known for his black turtlenecks and jeans. Warren Buffett famously lives in the same modest house he bought decades ago, and Elon Musk continues to prioritize innovation over appearances. For Elon, success isn't about showing off wealth, it's about creating something meaningful. Whether it's building electric cars, launching rockets to Mars, or pioneering AI technology, his focus has always been on pushing boundaries and solving problems. Conclusion. The day Elon Musk walked into that dealership, he wasn't just buying a car, he was unknowingly teaching a lesson in humility and perseverance. The salesman may have laughed at first, but by the end of the encounter, he had learned an important truth. Never judge a book by its cover. For Elon, it was just another day in a life filled with challenges, triumphs, and moments of being underestimated. For the salesman, it was a moment he'd never forget, a humbling experience that would forever remind him of the power of staying open-minded and respectful. In the end, Elon Musk drove away not just with a new car, but with yet another story to add to the ever-growing legend of a man who refuses to be underestimated.